All right, big break marina. Here we are, day 3 championship Sunday for the Pro-Am at the California Delta. We'd like to thank the City of Oakley, the gateway to the Delta, all of our other sponsors, A&M Graphic, Excel Marketing, AccuCall, Ben Green Insurance, Bob's Machine Shop, Bridgeford Food, Dish Network, Duo International, Fisherman's Warehouse Megastore, Garmin, Mercury Marine, Navionics, Next Gen Lithium, PowerPole, Price Family Dealerships, St. Croix, Signature Gates and Welding System, Super Clean, Valley Outdoors, and Wood Brothers Flooring. We'd like to thank all of you out here in the stands that are here to cheer on your favorite anglers and watch this top 10 weigh-in. Everyone at home, thanks for tuning in and joining us. Man, we had 2 days of full field of anglers, and they're fighting for this moment, and we're down to our top 10 pros and our top 10 co-anglers, one of them hoping to be the Pro-Am Championship at the California Delta. I'm going to go ahead and bring up Mario Marroquin. He was leading after day 2. On the co-angler side, he had a 2-day total of 24.76. All right, Mario. So the next angler that comes up needs 6 pounds and 47 ounces to take over the lead for today. How you feeling?
Nervous today.
Nervous today. I heard fishing was a little bit tougher than it has been. Did you feel that same way out on the water?
Definitely, yeah. It was a rougher day.
Okay. Well, I'm going to make you stay nervous for just a little bit longer. I'm going to go and put you in this hot seat until someone takes over that weight. We'll see how it goes. It was really close between first place on the co-angler side all the way to 10th place. Like I said, it was just split with a difference of 6.47 pounds from 10th to 1st. So coming up to the scales on the co-angler side in 10th place, Kirk Marshall. He had a 2-day total of 18.30 pounds. How are we feeling, Kirk?
Okay, it was a struggle, but I got a couple good ones, so we'll see where it goes.
All right. So you need 647 to take over that hot seat right there from Mario. I know he doesn't want to give it up. He hopefully doesn't want to give it up this whole time, but like I said, it's not going to take much. All right, we have 5 fish limit here. Let's get a total weight for Kirk. All right, total weight, 11.53 pounds, 11.53. That gives you a 2-day total of 29.83. And Kirk, that hot seat is yours. Tell us about your day, or your week, actually.
Well, it was a grind. I did okay the first day, then came back, fished with Mark Lazane on second day, got 11 pounds. Today, I was out with Joe Uribe, great anglers, great pros, showed me a lot, learned a lot, and just had to grind it out.
All right, well, let's grab a couple of these fish for photos, and then we'll put you right there in that hot seat. All right, Mario, we're going to go and put Kirk right there in that hot seat. Coming up next with a 2-day total of 1884, Rick O'Callahan needs 11 pounds to take over the lead. Well?
Not even close.
All right. Not even close, he says. All right, total weight, 4.41. 4.41. Kirk, you get to stay in that seat right there. Rick, let's grab a couple for photos here. All right, Rick, not the finish that you want. We all want to win out here, but hey, you made a top 10. How many top 10s have you made as a co-angler?
That'd be the first one.
All right. Well, it's not bad. First one on the California Delta. Real tough to do fishing behind these pros here. How was your weekend?
Great weekend. Had a good time. Good pros. Fished with Hunter today. I mean, he put me on fish. No excuses. A couple of missed opportunities, and picked a bad day to have the worst one.
All righty, Rick. Well, you're not going to get to take over that hot seat there, but we appreciate you coming out. Thank you so much. All right. Coming up next on the co-angler side, Scott Holman. 2-day total of 19.18 pounds. 19.18. Scott, you're going to need 1066 to knock this gentleman off that hot seat.
Not even close.
All right, another not even close. Well, 2 down. Let's get a total weight here for Scott. 4.15. 4.15. That's a 2-day total of 23.33. Why don't you grab a couple fish here for photos? All righty, Scott. Well, congratulations on a top 10 finish here on the Delta. I know it hasn't been easy this week. Tell us a little bit how your week went, what baits you might have used, and about your pros.
I had 3 great pros. I want to thank those guys. Greg the first day, Bill the second day, and today with Ryan. All new water I fished, so it was just on the fly every day. A lot of Cinco fish. I want to thank my brother for giving me time off to be here. And congratulate all the pros that made the top 10.
All right. Thank you, Scott. Appreciate you so much. All right, Kirk. How you feeling over here?
A lot of nervous, a lot of nerves.
All right, let's work down this list. Let's see what happens. All right. Our next angler had a 2-day total of 19.73, Nate Haley. He needs 10.11 pounds to take the lead. Well?
Man, I saw the fish today. I just didn't catch them.
Are we going to see the fish today?
You're going to see a couple of them.
All right, well, let's see what weight we have here. All righty, Nate. It's going to be a little bit short than 10.11. 2.84, 2.84. Let's at least get to see these. All right, Nate. I know it wasn't the ending that you wanted. Congratulations on a top 10 finish out here on the California Delta. Let everyone at home and out here in the stands know a little bit about your weekend.
Yeah, so it started off Friday, first thing in the morning, got a big fish on a frog, and that kind of carried my first day. Second day, caught a nice solid limit, and then today is just, punching all day just didn't happen. Had 3 great pros. Thank you guys, I appreciate it. Thanks everybody for coming out. We'll see you next time.
All righty, thank you, Nate. All right, Kirk. It's 4 down. All right, coming up, he had a 2-day total of 1993. Chris Trumbull needs 991. You're shaking your head, no. Halfway there. Halfway there, Kirk. Gets kind of scary down there towards second and first. They don't need much. But it seems like it's been a tough day. All right, Chris. Total weight, 3.30. 3.30. Why don't you grab these for a photo? All right, Chris. A little bit about your weekend. Let us know who you'd like to thank, maybe what you threw if you're willing to give away those secrets, and talk about your pros a little bit.
Yeah, so I fished with Kerry Harris on the first day. Pretty much all my fish came on a spinnerbait, Bobby D's custom bait, special color that we came up with. And thanks to him, all my fish yesterday came on the spinnerbait as well. one today. One Cinco fish today as well. Nick Wood yesterday, great guy. Had a lot of fun. Fished with Logan today, and he's just a vacuum. Didn't leave much for me. Caught every 12-inch fish out there, and a pike. Yeah.
Anybody you want to thank before you leave?
Yeah, I got to thank my wife for letting me come down. We just moved up to Reading 2 years ago, and she's letting me come down and do all this now. And I say thanks to my friends, Marty, Eric, and Carrie over there, coming down to see us. Thanks.
All righty. Thank you, Chris. Thank you so much. Congratulations on a top 10. Kirk, do you want to thank the last 4 anglers for not knocking you out of the seat?
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
All right. Coming up next, Trevor Koslovich. He had a 2-day total of 20.95. He needs 889. 889 to take over that seat.
I don't think I got it.
All right. Let's see how this goes for Kirk. How's your day today out there?
It was tough today. No limit today. But it's been, other than that, it was the same story, how I caught my fish every day. So just no limit today.
All right. Well, let's weigh these and then talk about your story. Might be close. Total weight today, 8.99. 8.99. That gives you a 2-day total of 29.69. You're still sitting right there, Kirk. He just missed it. Whew. By like 0.12 ounces.
I didn't think I was even close.
All right, Trevor. Man, I think you had a little bit more than you thought you did. You're right there. Kirk had 29.83. You came in. Right now you're sitting in second with 29.69. Just right there. Hurts to miss that last fish, huh?
Yeah, I didn't have a limit, and I also had a dead fish today. I'd like to thank all my pros, especially Juan. He really tried to help me get that 5th fish today. I'd like to thank my friends and family. My mom and dad are watching right now. And I'd like to also thank Coyote Bait and Tackle, a great tackle shop if you're in the Bay Area. Denise is the owner. She's got all the gear, all the good gear for bass, saltwater, trout, whatever you need. You should check it out if you're around the area. It's a great store.
All right, Trevor. We thank you so much for coming out here, dude. Congratulations on a top 10. We'll see how that second place holds up. So, wow, that hurts. He had it to take first. And we don't like to talk about it, but that one dead fish and a quarter-pound penalty really stings. Because he only needed 889, and he had 899. And that quarter-pound penalty keeps you in that hot seat for at least another angler, Kirk.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
All right. Our next angler coming up had a 2-day total of 21.04. He needs 880 to take the lead. We got Andrew Richter up here.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to make it unless we soak them in some more water.
Well, we don't have water up here, so after Andrew, there's only 3. 880 to take the lead. Andrew, 5.98, 5.98. That gives you a 2-day total of 27.02 and has you currently in 3rd place. Let's grab a couple for photos here. Oh, just needed a couple more to go with those. Well, I'll start off with a congratulations on a top 10. I'm sure you wanted to win like the rest of your competitors out here because we all want to win, but tell us a little bit about your weekend here.
Yeah, the Delta is always a tough one for Coes, so I wasn't super looking forward to this one, but really cool to have some great pros. I had Will Ponting, Zach Thompson, and Clint. They really were true professionals, really shared their water with me, so I appreciate that. A lot of finesse tactics for me, so your Senkos, your drop shots, things like that. But yeah, that last big one was with 10 minutes to spare, so got that at the last second today, otherwise I'd be a little bit lower. Just would like to say thank you to my wife, Lauren, who's watching my 2 children at home. Without her, I wouldn't be able to do this and chase my passion. And then my parents are watching on live as well. They used to drop me off after high school at the Perk Pond, so to be here now is kind of cool.
All right. Well, we thank you for supporting Well West Bass Shows. Congratulations on a top 10 finish, Andrew. All right, our next co-angler coming up had 22.77 for a 2-day total. He needs 7.07. Johnny Coates.
Hey.
Well, do we think we have 7.07, or are we going to keep this a surprise?
Oh, no. I didn't get there.
Well, Johnny says he doesn't have it, Kirk, because after that, there's only 2 more left. All right. Total weight, 2.31. 2.31. Johnny, let's grab a photo of these. All right, Johnny. No, don't leave. Don't leave. I want to talk just for a bit. Not the finish that you wanted, I'm sure, but 4th out of all of our co-anglers that we had. That was excellent, excellent weekend. Tell us a little bit about it and your pros and anyone you want to thank.
I had a great time. This is my first tournament ever, so I feel like I was successful, and it was a lot of fun, and I appreciate my pros. I learned a lot, and it was a great experience.
Well, congratulations making the top 10 at your very first Pro-Am, Johnny. Thank you so much, and thank you for supporting us. That's fine. All right, Kirk, and then there were 2. Our next angler coming up had a 2-day total of 24.18. 24.18 is Brian Fessler. Brian, you need 566. 566.
I got 5 fish.
He's got a limit, Kirk. We'll see how this goes. All right, total weight for Brian, 11.87, 11.87. Brian, you take over first place with a 2-day total of 36.05. Put a little bit of pressure on Mario because what he needs tomorrow jumped up by more than double. So let's grab some photos and talk about this a little bit. Well, Brian, you did it. Kirk's been sitting there for a while. I know he wanted to sit there for at least the next angler, but you came in with 11.87 today. The total weight of 36.05 for the tournament has you in first place. What do you think? You think Mario might have it?
I don't know. He might be sandbagging. I never know.
All right. He's got a big smile on his face. Yeah? No one to shake a stick at. That's a good angler over there. Well, Brian, congratulations on your 11.87 today. Tell us a little bit about your weekend and your pros and anyone you want to thank.
Yeah, I had three great pros. Obviously, they kept me around the fish. Jason, day 1 was absolute awesome to be with. Saw parts of the Delta I've never seen. I didn't even know existed. Day 2, I fished with Ron. I'm sure he could tell you a story about the big fish I caught. I caught it, 6-pounder, and I said, hey, can you get the net? I only have 7-pound tests. And he was like, what are you doing here with 7-pound tests? But it worked, and he said, hey, can't knock success. And then today I had Jake, absolute blast, all 3 of them. I couldn't have done it without them keeping me around the fish. I got to thank my wife at home watching, my family and all my friends and everybody. Dobbins Rods for sure, Manny's Rod Shop. They helped me, and now it's Manny's Print Shop, so you can get a hat, shirt, anything you want made, and pick up a rod. So everybody, thank you, Wild West. You guys do a great job. We'll see how it shakes out.
All right, well, Brian, we'd like to thank you, and I'm not going to let you leave quite yet because you're going to take that seat and keep it warm. All right, Mario. Next angler, Mario Marquin, had a 2-day total of 24.76. He put a little pressure on you because all you needed was like 550 to beat Kirk, but now you need 1130. All right? How many fish do we have in that bag? Oh, it's huge. It's like a 14-pounder maybe. All right. Why don't you go ahead and come up here, Brian? All right, we'll weigh these fish. One of these two gentlemen right here are going to be your co-angler champions at the California Delta. He needs 1130. 1.90. Brian Fessler is our co-angler champion of the California Delta with a 2-day total of 3605. 3605. Whew, I was nervous for you.
Yeah, I was nervous. I've been there before, and it's no fun.
Oh, he's not a rookie to the top 10. How do you feel now?
Good. I feel good. Still unreal, but I've waited a long time. So, yeah, it feels good. I've had a couple seconds, so this feels really good.
All right, Brian, one more time. Show the folks at home your first place trophy, and now you get to put that up on the wall next to your second places. Great job, Brian. Co-angler champion, California Delta, with a 2-day total of 3605. Good job, sir. Congratulations. All right. Well, next up we have our boaters. Before that, I'd like to thank the City of Oakley, the gateway to the Delta, and their new partnership with Wild West Bass Trails. Thank you so much. I'd like to thank all of you out here for supporting the fishermen and coming out here to cheer us on. So, first we're going to bring up our 2-day leader, the leader going into the top 10, Logan Hunsey. He had a 2-day total of 3643, 3643. And just like that co-angler side, it's only about 7 pounds between 10th place and first. So we'll see how the day turned out for them. Come on up here, Logan. All right. So you came into the top 10 with a lead. Your lead is 697. It's only a pound from second place. So second place only needs 1.08 pounds. How you feeling?
I feel like he's probably going to have 1.87 pounds.
All right. Well, until we get down to Clint Gronwell to figure that out, why don't you go and take that hot seat? And we're going to start with Juan Acosta, who had a 2-day total of 29.47, and he needs 697 to take that chair from Logan Hunsey. All right, Juan. 2-day total of 29.47. Juan needs 697. How are we feeling, Juan?
I think I have that.
All right. Feels pretty confident about 6 pounds and 6.97 pounds. Let's see. Ooh. All right. We need 697. Total weight, 12.65. I'd say he has that 697, 12.65. That gives him a 2-day total of 41.62. Juan, let's grab a couple here for photos. All right, Juan. Well, you put a little pressure on the next angler coming up. You doubled the weight that he needed to take over that hot seat from you. You're no rookie to the top 10 here at the California Delta. Tell us a little bit about your weekend.
You want me to hold that? All right. I had a pretty rough practice. I didn't catch a whole bunch. The river's been fishing kind of tough. I pretty much threw Bobby D baits. That's what I caught most of my fish. I did catch some on a worm, and today was the first day I actually punched one, which was that bigger one. So I just covered a lot of water and just ran all over the place and try to get one big one, but I never saw one for the last 2 days, 3 days, I guess. But yeah, no, it was fun. I'm happy to make the top 10. Want to say hi to my wife. I got Victoria here. She want to be on YouTube. Hi. And I want to say thanks to Phoenix Rods, Coyote Bend Tackle, Bobby D, Genesis, and Duel Realis. And we'll see how it goes. Hopefully, who wins it, we'll see.
All righty, Juan. I don't want you to leave the stage. I want you to take a seat right there in that hot seat. Our next angler coming up, he had a 2-day total of 29.70. He needs 1193. Juan did a little bit of damage here. He needs 1193 to take over John Pearl. No rookie to the top 10. How we feel about this 1193 though?
Pretty good. It was an all right day. Didn't catch a lot of fish, but I caught some all right ones.
All right, Juan. Well, I'm nervous for you. Okay, we'll see how this limit of fish goes. Ooh. All right, 1193. £14 even. 14 pounds even. That is a 2-day total of 43.20 pounds. John, grab a couple of those. John Pearl, one of our Apex anglers, qualified at the beginning of the Apex Trail about 3 years ago from making the top 20 at the time in Wild West Bass Trail points, Angler of the Year points. Congratulations on that. But 14 pounds today. Rumor on the streets is it was tough fishing, but you pulled it off. Tell us a little bit about your weekend.
Yeah, it was tough today. I needed an extra hour. That tide didn't drop low enough for my punch fish. I've been punching 90% of my fish all in the afternoon. The morning I'll go through finesse and catch a small limit. And today I caught 4 small ones on a fluke, and then just started throwing a frog, and I caught that one almost 5. And I had 2 more blow-ups on the frog. I caught one close to 3, and then I missed the other one. It was a giant. But I stayed in one area for all 3 days and just milked what I could, and I wasn't sure I was going to catch them today because I beat them up pretty bad yesterday. But it worked out. Consistency catch tech, so 14 pounds, 15 pounds is good right now. But I want to say hi to my wife and my son at home and all my sponsors, Wild West, everybody. Thank you, guys.
All righty, John. Thank you very much. And he's absolutely right. Consistency does pay off. You can't win the tournament in day one, but you can definitely lose it. John had 1506 day one, 1464 on day 2, and he capped it off with 14 pounds even for day 3. So he gets to sit in that hot seat with a 3-day total of 43.20. Our next angler, an Apex angler, had a 2-day total of 30.70 pounds. He needs 1251 to take over John's spot in that hot seat. Joe Uribe Jr. How are we feeling about this, Joe?
Just excited to make the top 10. Coming to the Delta, obviously I'm from Arizona. I just don't know what to expect. Obviously, I was blessed on day 1 to catch almost 19 pounds. And, it's kind of hard to get excited because I know that the next day could totally flip-flop. And obviously had a tougher day 2. And, just fishing was tough in general. But I fished one area, threw one rod, one technique the entire tournament, just power shot it again. That's kind of my bread and butter. So that's what obviously got me here and just kind of stuck with it.
Okay. Well, you need 1251. We have a 5-fish limit. This is going to be really close. 11.73 pounds, 11.73, just shy, John. You get to stay there. Let's grab some photos, Joe. Joe Uribe, another apex angler and a great angler and friend. This guy moved from SoCal to Arizona. I wish he didn't, because all he did was move to Arizona and start kicking our butts. But, hey, Joe, you're not a rookie to the top 10, so congratulations on another top 10 finish. I know you have a little army at home to thank and your wife and all that, so tell us a little bit about the Delta this weekend. I know you spoke a little about it. You stuck with one technique, one area. Do you feel, I mean, you made the top 10, but do you feel like you should have moved around, or were you were just committed because of how tough it was fishing?
Yeah, I just committed. I mean, you know, obviously we were here about a month or so ago for the Western Bass Shootout, and, you know, a lot of us ran all over this Delta and burned a lot of gas, and I just, you know, day 2 of the Western Bass Shootout was the area where I stayed for 3 days today and at this event. I actually didn't go there in the morning on day 2 and kind of kicked myself for not, but you know, I went pre-fishing on day 2. I only had 1 day of practice out here to kind of run around, which you can't do any damage at all at the Delta, but you know, I just kind of stuck with my strength. I knew how tough it was, and I just grounded it out. I used a performance tackle, power shot rod, 7.2 medium action. I used a Daiwa Tatula 100 SV reel with Sunline 30-pound braid, high vis braid, and 12 to 10-pound FC Sniper fluorocarbon leader with the infamous 6-inch Margarita Mutilator 3 Robo Worm with the Voss drop shot weight that we designed for power shotting, 5/16 rebarb 4-aught hook. I mean, it doesn't get any simpler than that. So, I mean, you look at my boat right now, I probably got, I think, 4 bags of Robo Worms, a hook and sinker box, and 3 rods. That's all I got right now on my boat. So my co-angler will contest to that. So, but, you know, had fun running my Vexus boat. Super excited. We got 4 of the top 10 guys are running Vexus. So that was pretty excited. Obviously, Trip and everybody, thank you guys for your support out west. You guys make sure you check out your local dealer, Vexus dealer and Mercury dealer, and give them a shot. Definitely to earn your business. So. Other than that, I'd like to thank all my sponsors, Bridgeford Foods, Vexus Boats, Mercury Marine, Complete Marine, Reaction Innovation, RoboWorm, Voss Weights, Precision Sonar Accessories, Performance Tackle, OW Insurance, A&M Graphics, and obviously Wild West, and everybody for all the support. You guys we have a great crowd here. Want to thank Brett and Nicole and their beautiful little girls. So thank you guys for the support. Appreciate it. And obviously my family and friends, Amy, Blake, everybody. I've got about an 11-hour drive after this, so but I'm going to get in the truck and head east. So thank you guys for the support. Appreciate it, and had another great tournament. Thank you.
Thank you, Joe. Congratulations on another top 10 finish. You know an angler is good when they don't even have to look down, and they have that many sponsors. They don't have to look down at their own jersey to remember who all sponsors them. So, hey, good job, Joe. Always a tough person to fish against. Our next angler had a 2-day total of 31.10 pounds with, I think, the biggest comeback, Ryan. On day 1, you had 9.11 pounds. Your wife gave you some words of inspiration. I think she said, if you don't get your act together, she has to go to work to pay the bills. And you come in with 21.99 pounds, almost 22 pounds on day 2 to put yourself in the top 10. You need 12-11 today to knock John Pearl off that hot seat. What do we think?
Yeah, I think we got it just barely. Man, it was fun out there. Like you said, that comeback after day 1, having a day like that, you just kind of think, man, here we go again. You know, because that's pretty good bag for me down here, 9 pounds. That's pretty pumped. But it's like, here we go again, and then to have a day like that, it just goes to this is why we do it. You know, it's exactly why we do what we do, because those days do happen. And man, it was a blast.
All right, Ryan. Before we talk any longer, let's weigh these fish. He needs 12-11 to take over the lead. 12-11. All right. 14.62 pounds. 14.62, Ryan. That gives you a 2-day total of 45.72, knocking John out of that hot seat for first place. Let's grab a couple of these fish for a photo. All right, well, you pulled it off. Another 1462 today. You obviously made some adjustments. Tell us a little bit about your weekend and anyone you want to thank.
Yeah, the weekend was great. You know, this place is, I've always come down here and I've kind of tried to fish my strengths, and then at some point I kind of decided, you know what, I need to fish those guys' strengths because those are the guys that are always beating me. So did a lot of punching. That's how most of my big fish came, was punching. There's a 1-2 deal for me, punching and a finesse worm, just throwing it around, stayed in one area, kind of like the rest of these guys all week, and just grinded it out. I spend a little time not knowing the Delta, you know, driving around. I got stuck in the mud today for a little bit, things like that. But that just happens when you're not familiar with the area on a low tide. But, you know, it is what it is. But, yeah, I want to thank everybody, friends and family, for all the support. It's been a phenomenal year, 4 top 10s in a row. I mean, I can't, you know, it may never happen again, and I'm fine with that. But it's been a blast. So thank you, California Outdoor Properties, Mike Friend RVs, our family business. Heavy Hitters Custom Baits. Check out that guy's punch skirts. They're phenomenal. He's got some awesome colors. So thank you guys for coming out, and let's see what happens.
All right, thank you, Ryan. Well, I'm pretty sure we'll see you in the top 10 again in the future. So, all right. Ryan Friend taking over that hot seat with a 3-day total of 45.72. Our next angler coming up was leading day one with a day one weight of 20.46 pounds. He has a 2-day total of 32.38. A little bit less on day 2, but you stuck it out. You made the top 10. You need 13.35 pounds today, Greg. How are we feeling about that?
Don't got it.
He says, I don't got it, Ryan. All right. They shrunk each day. Well, congratulations on a top 10, but let's make it official and see what you have for your 5-fish limit here. Needs 13.35. 10.33. 10.33, Greg. They did shrink a little bit, but let's grab a couple of these for a photo. All right, Greg. Well, you led day one with the biggest bag of day one with 20.46. The fish shrunk on you a little bit, but hey, congratulations on a top 10. We love having you up here. Tell us a little bit about your weekend.
I got the fish thanks to you guys for letting me fish the tournament for hauling the fish from Sacramento. Yep. My sponsor's Freshwater Fish Company. Oh. I'd like to thank Freshwater Fish Company and Wild West, Freshwater Fish Company, pond stocking and lake management. Yeah, my girlfriend Tal for getting up every morning and feeding me breakfast. It's a long day, long 3 days.
All righty, Greg. Well, again, congratulations on a top 10 finish. So we'll see you at the next event, Greg. Thank you so much. Good job. Well, that's one angler down. We got 5 more to go. Our next angler had a 2-day total of 33.09 pounds. That's Rodney Brinzer. He needs 12.64. 12.64, Rodney, to take that seat from Ryan over there. How are you feeling about that?
I think I might have that.
Ooh, he says he think he might have that. All right, well, it's going to be close. You got a 5-fish limit. You had 13.60 on day 1, 19.49 on day 2, and today you have a 5-fish limit weighing 13.90 pounds, 13.90. Ronnie, that has you with a 3-day total of 46.99 pounds and in first place. Let's grab a couple of these for photos. Ryan, congratulations on your top 10 finish. But Ronnie wants that seat. All right, Rodney. You put a little bit more pressure on the guys behind you, but it's going to be close. It's going to be really close. Those are some really good fishermen out here on the Delta. How was your weekend?
You know, the weekend went good. I have a lot of people to thank. I couldn't catch a break. My boat broke down before the tournament even started. Boatmasters gave me a flywheel that I got on the night before the tournament started. My trolling motor broke. Andy Dagna took his off and put it on my boat. So I just had a lot of boat problems, and this is really hard to do for 3 days in a row, you know, getting the boat ready and all that. So my hat's off to all these pros because it's a grind. My first top 10 ever, so I've just kind of all day have just been kind of like, this is awesome. So I didn't have any expectations. I just really went fishing today. If I came in with 3 pounds, I was still going to be happy because I actually made a top 10, which was super cool. My family's here. My sponsors, Dobbins Rods. I used a 702 Dobbins rod for every fish. I caught them all drop shotting. And then I got Kinder's unbelievable barbecue sauce, unbelievable food. Obviously, I don't miss meals. And then I got another food sponsor. I got Chick-fil-A, Stockton, Jack. He's our fisherman that fishes all the time. So the Stockton Chick-fil-A, if you can give them business, you're helping out a fellow fisherman. And then Uncle Ed, but my family who, like I said, they're always there. I appreciate them all. Thank you.
All right, well, congratulations on your first top 10. Why don't you go right on over here, shake hands with Ryan, and take over that hot seat. Way to go for a first top 10 finish. All right, our next angler coming up to the scales had a 2-day total of 34.87 pounds. He needs 12.13. Jake Arbuckle. Are you going to crush his dreams of his first top 10 and knock him off that seat?
This one's it's going to be close. We're going to find out here.
All right. You have a 5-fish limit. We'll see. You made the top 10. I don't know how long it's going to last, but you're there. So congratulations to both of you for making the top 10. Let's see how this 5-fish limit goes. You had 1876 on day 1. You had 1611 on day 2. You need 1213 to take over Rodney's hot seat. It's going to be close. 11.42 pounds, 11.42. That gives you a 3-day total of 46.29 and has you in second place. Let's grab a couple photos here. Well, you knocked out one angler.
Yeah, there's some good sticks behind me, and like I said, man, it doesn't matter. I'm happy, no matter where I come in. I am absolutely just happy to be here, and thank you guys for throwing this tournament.
All right. Jake, we can't win them all, but heck of a job. Top 10 finish. You're currently in second place with 46.29 pounds with 3 more anglers to go. So what, the worst you can do is 6th place, but man, how many top 10s have you been in?
You know, one. This is my second one.
That's not bad. It's been fishing really tough out here. You have some of the best sticks that live right here on the California Delta. You're sitting in second place. Congratulations on your top 10. Tell us a little bit about your weekend.
No, absolutely. You know, first off, I need to thank Robert Ryans. He gave me a little something. He was my travel partner, and he said, Jake, I got a little stretch of water, but it's a boat ride. And we went up there, and tell you what, you know, my hat's off to him. I fished up there on his water for 3 days. You know, and my hat's off, so thank you, Robert, for that. It was, they just didn't go today. You know, my Vexus boat the last couple days, man, it ate up the big water going up there and had a lot of fun. Every single fish I caught except for one came on a spinnerbait, so I mean, you couldn't ask for anything better. Yeah, I mean, it's been an absolute blast. You know, the big one that I caught on day 2, that was on a punch. Matt, the size, I don't know, the size of one of these tubs. And then, you know, I had a few goals coming into this event. I was sitting on the bubble right on, there's a tie for 9th. So I was in 10th, 11th, however you want to call it, in the point standings. And I had a goal of, I did the math, if I have a top 25, that should push me up for Apex and the shootout for next year. There was a couple guys that didn't show up here. And you know what? I blew that goal out of the water. I wanted 15 a day, and I think I got that as well. Yeah, I did. Over the average, I got 15 a day. So I punched my ticket for Apex. I punched my ticket for the shootout. I'm ready to go. I want to go to the Columbia just because I want to have fun. You know, I appreciate everything you guys done. You guys run a great show. TNT Trucking, my #1 sponsor. I would not be doing this without them. Greg, hey, thanks, buddy. Thanks for showing up. He's out. He's one of the guys that's out there pounding on the miles, pounding on the pavement, delivering all your guys' goods every day of the week. And he showed up today, so thank you, buddy. Where's my wife? Misty. Thank you, baby. Sugar mama, I couldn't do it without you either.
All right, Jake. Well, I hope with TNT Trucking in your contract, you worked out something where they could tow your boat up to the Columbia River for you, because it's quite the haul. So, hey. All right, you got a guy. Congratulations on your top 10 finish. You're sitting in second place right now at 46.29, and we'll see how the Western Bass Shootout works out as far as points go and on the Apex Tour. So good job, sir. Thank you very much. All right, Rodney, your first top 10. You get to sit there for a little bit. The next angler coming up had a 2-day total of 35.09 pounds. He had 1290 on day 1. The biggest bag of the tournament on day 2 with 22.19 pounds. And Hunter Schlander needs 11.91 to take over the lead with the 5-fish limit today. It's going to be close. Yeah, it's going to be close. All right, I saw one good fish go into that bag. Needs 11.91. $14.12 pounds. 14.12 gives you a 3-day total of 49.21. Hunter, 49.21. You are in first place. Let's grab some photos here. Rodney, heck of a job, sir. Congratulations. We'll have you stay right here to shake hands with Hunter, and then we'll talk to him. All right. Well, you're no stranger to the Delta or to top 10s. Tell us a little bit about your weekend.
Yeah, it was tough. It was a tough bite for sure. Every single day I had to switch it up. The first day I only had 1290 and kind of had to regroup. I think I timed some stuff wrong, and then I tried some completely different areas, and it panned out. I had to slow down too, and then on day 2 it got windy, and then I was able to catch some big fish on reaction and had a nice bag, and that put me up there. And then today I caught everything that I weighed on a drop shot and a Senko. I punched for probably 3 hours and never got a bite, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, it's a tough bite, and I'll take what I got. But real quick, I want to thank my wife and my kid for coming out, my buddies. I appreciate you guys. And then CNC Marine, Vexus Boats, and Mercury Marine. Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
All right, Hunter, why don't you go ahead and take that hot seat right there. Congratulations. You had 14.12 on day 3, but what a comeback. He had 12.90 on day 1, and he caught 22.19 pounds. All right, our next angler coming up had a 2-day total of 35.36 pounds. He had 16.59 on day 1, 18.77 on day 2. He's pretty consistent. We'll see if consistency hangs on here. You need 13.86 today. 13.86 today. Oof. It's got to be close, Hunter. All right, Clint. 1 shy of a limit, but that fish makes up for 2 fish. We'll see if it's enough. You need 13.86. 13.63, 13.63. Clint, I hate to say it, but the one fish that you needed. Oh, well, let's grab a photo of these, Clint. All right, you know what? Put that thing right there. Let's see what that big fish weighs for you today. $772 for that fish. Good job, Clint. Wow, Clint. Man, I hurt for you. I know as a fisherman, I know how you feel. He's happy he didn't catch that last fish. But how was your weekend?
Man, my week was crazy. It was great. I had boat problems, battery problems, you know, every problem you could have. Got it all fixed up though, and had a good tournament, man. It's my first top 10. Yeah, you know. So I basically had basically a punch bite going, just like everyone else, I'm sure, and a couple on the chatter. I think I weighed 2 fish on the chatter. The rest were all punching. Today, each day I had to add some new stuff because it just seemed like you would just get one here, one there. It wasn't like you could just stay in an area and really dial in and catch them. So that kind of hurt me today. I had to bounce around and hit some new stuff that I thought would, you know, transpire into something, and it definitely didn't. I caught that first thing in the morning. I missed a big one on the chatter, probably something like that, and that hurt. I was like, oh. I kept going, and then I caught that one, and I was like, all right, cool. And then about halfway through the day, I'm like, don't waste this wop. Don't waste this fish. And I wasted her. So you could thank me, Hunter. But yeah, man, I just got to thank my wife, man, for holding down the fort, taking care of our baby, and letting me get out here and put that work in, you know. Got to thank Wild West for throwing a great tournament. That's, you know, one of my favorite tournaments to do. I've got to thank, you know, Harv, Coop, all the hit squad. I got Rob for always hooking it up, bringing the oil and the lures and everything we need. Farou's always there. So, yeah, basically, that's it.
Sounds like you had a good time.
All right, Clint. Well, congratulations. Good job, bud. Way to make it close. All right. Well, on day one, he had 1532, 21.11 for day two, for a total of 36.43. Logan Hunsey, who went into the top 10 leading in first place, needs 12.79 to take over the lead. How you feeling?
Pretty nervous.
I'm nervous for you. I don't know what he has. I purposely didn't want to look over there. So we'll see. All right, Hunter, why don't you come up here? Because after we set these down, either Hunter Schlander or Logan Hunsey is going to be our champion for the Wild West Pro-Am here on the California Delta. But Logan, real quick, how you feeling about this?
Let's weigh him and then I'll talk.
All right. I don't know. Hunter might get really excited if you don't have 12.79. So good job to both of these anglers making the top 10. Here we go. 12.79 is what Logan needs to take over the lead. And we've got 9.42. Hunter Schlander with 49.21. Go ahead and grab that trophy right there, Logan. Here you go. Congratulations on your top 10 finish. But our champion, Hunter Schlander, with 49.21. Watch that awning right above you there, Hunter. All right, sir. How are we feeling now?
Feel great. I feel great. Real quick, I just want to say there's a bunch of Delta guys here today, and I coming out here all the time and fishing against these guys. I think this whole top 10 was stacked with them, and they pushed me to fish better. And I mean, I've practiced like crazy before the cutoff, because I know I got to compete against these guys. So I appreciate all these guys, and then all the thanks to my wife for everything she does when I'm fishing, and my son Hudson for coming, and all my buddies back there hanging out. Let's celebrate.
All right, Hunter, congratulations. Our winner of the California Delta Pro-Am, Hunter Schlander with 49.21. Good job, Hunter. All right. I'd like to congratulate all of our top 10 pros and co's. In second place, Clint Gronwald with 48.99 pounds. Really wishes he had that fifth fish there. Had a four fish limit today for 1363. In third place, Rodney Brinzer with 46.99 on his first top 10. Congratulations. Jake Arbuckle with 46.29. Congratulations on your top 10 finish. Logan Hunsey with 45.85. Ryan Friend with 45.72. John Pearl with 43.20. Greg Leonard with 42.71. In ninth place, Joe Uribe Jr. with 42.43. And rounding out our top 10, Juan Acosta with 41.62. Thank you to everyone that joined us out here at Big Break Marina. Thank you. Thank you for cheering on our anglers and the city of Oakley, the gateway to the Delta, and everyone at home for watching. Thank you so much.